If you want to understand how Pappy's playbook handicaps NFL and college football games, the first thing to know is this. I'm not trying to predict who the better team is. I'm trying to determine whether the betting line gives us value. That's a huge difference. A team can be better on paper and still be a bad bet if the number is wrong. So every handicap starts with the line. I want to know the spread, the total, how the market is moving, and whether the price still makes sense by the time I'm ready to place the wager. From there, I break down the coaching matchup. Coaching matters a lot more than most casual bettors realize. I look at offensive tempo, fourth down aggression, clock management, and play calling tendencies. I also study defensive pressure rates and how a coach behaves when his team is ahead or behind. Two teams with similar talent can produce completely different betting results because of coaching style alone. Then I move to the quarterback matchup. But I'm not just asking which quarterback has the better name or better stats. I want to know how that quarterback fits against this specific defense. How does he handle pressure? Can his offensive line protect him? Does the defense generate pressure without blitzing? Can he make plays outside the pocket? How does he perform on third down and in the red zone? That leads directly into the trenches. Football games are often decided up front. I'm looking at offensive line injuries, pass protection, run blocking, and defensive line depth. I'm also evaluating pass rush and whether one team can control the line of scrimmage without committing extra defenders. A major mismatch in the trenches can change the entire game script. Injuries are another major part of the process. Not every injury matters equally. A missing offensive tackle against an elite edge rusher can be more important than losing a well-known skill player in the wrong matchup. The goal is to understand the role of the injured player and how that absence changes what the team can do. Then I look at situational factors. Rest, travel, short weeks, back-to-back road games, weather, rivalries, look-ahead spots, possible letdown situations. None of those factors creates a bet by itself, but they can strengthen or weaken an existing edge. After all of that, I come back to the market. Has the line moved too far? Did we lose the value? Is there a maximum number I'm willing to play? Because liking a team at -2.5 does not mean I should still like them at -4. The team didn't change. The price did. And before any wager becomes official, I ask one final question. How does this bet lose? Every handicap has a failure scenario. Maybe the favorite is vulnerable to explosive plays. Maybe the underdog is in trouble if it falls behind early. Maybe the total depends too heavily on perfect weather or clean quarterback play. If there are too many realistic ways the bet can fail, I pass. And that's another important part of the Pappy's playbook approach. I do not need to bet every game. I do not need 5 NFL picks every Sunday. I do not need action just because a game is on national television. If the matchup and the number do not line up, there is no reason to force a wager. That's how Pappy's playbook will approach the 2026 NFL and college football season. Matchups, coaching, quarterbacks, the trenches, injuries, game script, market movement, and most importantly, value. Follow Pappy's playbook throughout the season for NFL and college football betting analysis, official selections, and documented results.